Over the years, Clash of Clans has gotten tons of new features. Some change the game completely, while others make our lives easier. However, over time, some smaller features can lose their purpose or never really have one to begin with. Sometimes they get removed, but other times they remain in the game collecting dust. Today, we're going to be looking at 10 of those features that through time lost their purpose and are kind of useless today. So, with that being said, let's get right into it.
Let's do this.
EXP level. Back in the day, your level was way more prominent than it is today. It was in the clan chat next to your name, same thing in the clan page. Players were out here grinding to the highest level because there was nothing else better to do in 2015 Clash of Clans. But one thing has never changed, it never had a use. Sure, you unlock some decorations in the shop, but that's about it. You can climb all you want, but trust me, there's no big booty bitches at level 500. The only thing you'll see up there is regret from how much time you wasted. But a lot of you may remember that years ago, XP was somewhat of a way to determine if you rushed or not, or been playing for a while. However, over time, that became less effective as progression is now heavily influenced by the season pass, magic items, and so many progression changes over the years. But one thing is for sure and has remained since the beginning. It still feels nice to reach a milestone like level 100, 200, or 500, even if it's just a useless number that has absolutely no use. For some reason, I still gotta screenshot it. Revenge button. Okay, it's probably not as useless as many make it out to be, but not only is it almost never possible to revenge someone at some trophy leagues because of them being online or having a shield all the time, but it also doesn't have any real benefit. Why the hell would you want to revenge someone that has no loot? It doesn't even let them know that they were revenged. You would just be another name lost in their defense log. I feel like it should give you a bonus of some kind, like extra trophies or bonus loot, V-Bucks, something. Nah, I'm just kidding with the V-Bucks. It also doesn't help that there's no way to know if you can revenge. It would be nice if instead of having to click on them and find out yourself, the game would just tell you. Now, I've done my fair share of revenges before, believe it or not, but I would not be surprised at all to find out that some players have never ever experienced it before. It's become such a meme for a reason. Legend trophies. In July 2015, Legends League was introduced, and with it was a shiny new reward you got after every season reset, Legend trophies. And that's it. Yeah, for 8 years, players have been collecting some purple trophy that does nothing. Well, I guess it does have bragging rights, that's something. They look cool as hell though, but I just wish that the developers had done something with them. We saw something similar to this in Clash Royale, but those got removed. Just goes to show how little significance collecting trophies actually has. Now, of course, their original purpose was probably to show how many you got, and the more you got, the more you pushed or whatever. And I guess it does what it's supposed to do, but it's just a bummer that other than that, they're practically useless. There's never been a reason to go out and get more legend trophies. Builder base camps. When the builder base was first introduced in 2017, having camps sort of made sense because just like the home village, troops actually took time to train. I say sort of because switching your troops during a match would happen immediately. So whatever you train didn't matter, you could just swap it during the match. Right out the gate, that training time made no sense. Eventually in 2020, they got rid of that training time that was still there for some reason. And in 2023 with the Builder Base 2.0 update, they even removed the bubble above it that says train or fool. However, after all of these changes, it really makes you think, why are the camps still there? In fact, they added more, the reinforcement camps. Now there's nothing wrong with it, I'm just really wondering why they're still in the game. I do have a theory, and it's possibly the best one that I could think of. They're probably keeping the camps around because having extra buildings can actually be a good thing for defense. Other than that, I have no idea. There's no use for them. The cost to skip a base. I almost forgot this was even a thing, that's how useless it is. I feel like this is one of those relic of the past type things. It may have had a purpose in 2012 or some shit, But today with level 1000 collectors, it's hard to run out of gold completely, unless you're actively trying to do so. Just look away for a second and you got like hundreds of gold in the gold mines. Back then, it used to happen way more, and the next button costing gold used to piss me off because I never understood why it was a thing. And what makes it even more confusing is that to this day, it still increases as you upgrade town halls. Like, what's that about? Now, like I said, it's insignificant today, so I wouldn't be surprised if they remove it altogether sometime in the near future. And when that happens, I'll include it in my things that were removed videos. Preparation Day. Okay, I'm not saying that we don't need a preparation day, but does it really need to be 23 hours in 2023? I mean, everyone's aware how wars work nowadays, right? Preparation day used to be more useful back then when scouting enemy bases was still a thing. You had 24 hours to get your shit together and figure out how to 3-star this goddamn base. But now, and ever since I believe 2016, during preparation day, you don't see their war layout, you see their home base. You're not doing any scouting, you can't prep for the attack, you're just waiting. And then it completely changes the bases once the war actually starts, thus making the 1-day prep time just a glorified donation day. Much of the original intent of prep day is long gone. The long prep time may come in handy for time zone differences, but perhaps they can add a ready button, and if both clans click on it, the war starts. That way no one has to wait a whole day if there's no need for it. The My League tab. This tab, as everyone knows, displays 100 random players that share the same league as you. But its original intent is kind of a mystery. I mean, seriously, you could find posts that are 10 years old asking the same question. What's the point of this feature? It seems like the only use this has is for those looking to build a clan. If you happen to see someone without a clan in this tab, there's a good chance that they're pretty active. Outside of that though, for the past 11 years, the purpose of this tab is unknown, and interestingly, one of the only tabs in the game that hasn't really changed. I wouldn't say it's completely useless, but for most players, you probably only look at this tab to check your loot bonus for that specific league, or because it automatically defaults to this page every time you click the trophy button. Geared up defenses. This, of course, is very subjective, but let's be real, it seems like everyone just does them because you fucking need to for the 6 builder. I mean, the idea of gear ups is cool. I love that you can basically evolve your buildings like a Clash Royale card. Being able to choose how you want your defenses to act, and the gear ups themselves, they're cool. I've said it before, I really wish they had done something more with this. There was tons of potential and it all went to waste. We got 3 gear ups in one update and it's just like they completely threw the whole thing out the window. And I know more gear ups could bring some balancing issues, maybe, but it just seems like they added a whole ass feature to make the builder base more interesting, and that was it, which is unfortunate because the gear ups were cool. Recruitment system. Okay, I know saying it's useless is a bit exaggerative, as it does sort of work, but just ask anyone who has tried to utilize these tools just how effective it actually is. Not only does it show you players already in clans, but it shows you players of different languages, and the filters are dog shit. It doesn't get any better for those looking for clans either. For what was supposed to replace global chat, the best tool to recruit new members and find clans, it sucks. And to a lot of players, it's useless. They never use it, they just refuse to use it. There's way better sources like Reddit, Discord, or literally anything else. But luckily, it does appear that the development team is working on an overhaul, as mentioned in this long post made by Darian back in July. So we'll just have to wait and see how it turns out. The remove button on tall grass. Bro, why does it cost elixir? You could just put a building over it and voila! You avoided paying any elixir and you never touch that button. Once you know this, you never have to click that button again. It makes you wonder why they even bother with it as well, or why did they make it be removed with buildings? Like, Why to both questions? Matter of fact, the builder doesn't even need to go there to remove the grass, and you don't even need a builder free either. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty useless. I just wanted to mention this because I was certain they'd remove it with the 2.0 shit, but no, it's not bothering me or anything. I just got questions, man. So guys, that wraps it up. Those are 10 features that no longer have much of a purpose in Clash of Clans, or features that no one really uses. I had a couple more that I wanted to mention, like the war slots that cost gems, or needing a builder for walls, but that war slot one, I feel like I'm a bit biased, a little too much here. I'm a casual player, and I would never imagine a situation where I need more war slots. So that's why it's kind of useless to me, but I can see where it is. The competitive scene, players who do a lot of wars, you know, and the builder and wall situation, I guess it's not really a feature, more of an annoyance, but I do feel like that's an outdated thing that needs to be changed in my opinion. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know if I missed anything as well. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Havoc Gaming out. Peace!